I'm a private investigator. I've got this envelope that says Super Mayor. Inside I have from the United States District Court, Northern District of Illinois.
Tiffany Henyard in court today over illegal appointments she allegedly made for several positions inside the village. Among
Tiffany Henyard's term as mayor has gone from controversy to chaos, with each scandal adding fuel to a political wildfire. From alleged misuse of taxpayer funds for luxury expenses to outlandish public appearances and explosive meetings, Henyard's leadership is under intense scrutiny. Now, with eviction notices, FBI investigations, and accusations from her own community, she faces her toughest battles yet. But here's the twist: she's running for re-election, despite the mounting criticism. Will Dolton's residents rally behind her or finally demand a change? Stay tuned, because this political storm shows no signs of calming down. Hey guys, I am Olivia. Welcome to Red Rumbles. If you've been following the chaos surrounding Dolton, Illinois, today's episode is one you won't want to miss. The drama just keeps getting wilder. Mayor Tiffany Henyard finds herself in hot water with allegations of illegal appointments, misuse of public funds, and even eviction notices piling up. Is this the end of the super mayor, or will she somehow manage to turn the tide? Stick around for the full breakdown, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all the latest twists and turns in this political soap opera. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Tiffany Henyard, mayor of Dolton and also supervisor of Thornton Township, has found herself at the center of multiple controversies. Not only does she face scrutiny from residents, but court cases reveal questionable practices, particularly concerning her handling of appointments within the town's government. Reports indicate Henyard placed people in influential village positions without following proper legal channels. This alleged disregard for due process is now part of an unfolding story that many see as evidence of an administration out of control.
last month, the judge issued a temporary restraining order blocking her from making those appointments without approval from trustees.
Public records from the U.S. District Court for Northern Illinois paint an even darker picture. Not only are there alleged illegal appointments, but Henyard's name has been connected to a pattern of high-dollar expenses, all covered by public funds. This financial approach, some critics claim, has steered Dolton towards significant financial instability. A major aspect of Henyard's controversy revolves around her reported misuse of taxpayer funds. Allegedly, she has been using public resources for personal luxuries, including stays at upscale hotels, meals at high-end restaurants, and even high-profile entertainment events. According to reports, Henyard has charged thousands of dollars in travel expenses, staying at places like the Four Seasons in Atlanta and the Marriott Marquis in New York.
Henyard's landlord showed up here to see her tenant in person after she says Henyard has been dodging both her and rent payments for months.
Perhaps most shocking is her decision to spend public money on maintaining a personal social media presence and hosting events featuring notable musicians. One party, reportedly costing around $85,000, included performances by R&B singer Keek Wyatt and rapper Jay Holiday. Given Dolton's considerable budget deficit, the community's reaction has been one of outrage and disbelief, with many questioning how such expenses were justified in light of Dolton's pressing financial issues.
One way that the government always does it is to go and investigate people around her, and that's what they're doing here.
Recently, Mayor Henyard proposed a large tax refund of $2 million for Dolton homeowners, a proposal that initially sounded appealing to many residents. However, her failure to provide specific details about how these refunds would be implemented raised red flags among Dolton's trustees. Trustee Chris Gonzalez expressed his frustration in a way that could not be ignored. Rather than approving the refund without answers, he walked out of the meeting, effectively ending the session and sending a strong message about his disapproval of the mayor's lack of transparency. Gonzalez's actions highlighted the growing tension within Dolton's leadership, particularly between Henyard and other town officials. For Dolton's residents, The incident underscored the fragile trust they have in the current administration, with many now doubting Henyard's capacity to govern responsibly. The investigation into Dolton's finances, spearheaded by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, has brought concerning information to light. According to the report, Dolton's general fund has experienced a steep and rapid decline, moving from a $561,000 balance in 2022 to a $365,000 deficit by the middle of 2024. For a town already struggling financially, this level of deficit has been alarming for residents and officials alike, with many pointing directly to Henyard's leadership as a primary reason for Dolton's economic troubles. The Lightfoot investigation didn't stop at revealing a negative fund balance. Additional findings revealed specific instances of Henyard's spending on the town's credit cards, with large purchases at retailers like Amazon, Target, Walgreens, and Wayfair. In January 2023 alone, Henyard allegedly spent over $43,000 on Amazon, a figure that has fueled community frustration and left taxpayers demanding answers. Outside of the mayor's office, Henyard's personal life has been making waves as well. Despite reportedly earning close to $400,000 annually from her roles as mayor and township supervisor, Henyard and her boyfriend are facing eviction. Her landlord, Janetta Hull, claims that Henyard has been behind on rent payments since August, alleging that Henyard even changed the locks on the property to prevent Hull from accessing it. Hull eventually took her complaint to the court, seeking Henyard's eviction from the property. However, the process has been complicated, as the sheriff's department has been unable to serve the eviction notice. Hull has now resorted to hiring a private process server, determined to have her eviction order enforced. For Dolton residents, the situation is a surreal twist, seeing their town's mayor, a figure of authority, facing such a public and personal financial dispute. If financial controversies and legal troubles weren't enough, Henyard's leadership style has also raised eyebrows. Dolton residents attending public meetings have noted incidents where Henyard has exhibited what they describe as erratic and unprofessional behavior. In one particularly controversial episode, she arrived at a meeting dressed as Nino Brown, a character from the crime film New Jack City, with a stuffed dog on her arm and a DJ playing Rihanna's Better Have My Money. The display was widely criticized, with many in attendance viewing it as a spectacle unbecoming of an elected official. Beyond the unusual theatrics, Henyard has repeatedly interrupted proceedings, shut down public discussions, and even left meetings early when faced with questions she found challenging. Such behavior has left some residents questioning Henyard's seriousness about her role, with many feeling that Dolton's leadership deserves more decorum and respect. As the details of Henyard's administration have come to light, the backlash from Dolton's community has grown louder. Trustee Kiana Belcher spoke out on behalf of many residents, describing Henyard's handling of town funds as a slap in the face. Longtime resident Andrea McKay shared similar sentiments, stating that the mayor's spending decisions left her feeling devastated and betrayed. For Dolton's residents, this frustration is not just about isolated incidents, but about a pattern that they see as neglecting their needs in favor of personal luxury. Former trustee Valeria Stubbs voiced an even stronger stance, publicly stating that Henyard needs to be made an example of, and calling for stronger accountability measures for all elected officials. The sense of outrage in Dolton is palpable, as residents feel that the community's resources have been misused and their trust broken. The situation took a serious turn when reports surfaced that Henyard is now under investigation by the FBI. Allegations include potential misuse of public funds, accusations of forgery, and withholding public records from scrutiny. The federal involvement in the case has amplified the stakes, as an FBI investigation could result in severe legal consequences if misconduct is confirmed. Despite these developments, Henyard has continued to defend her actions, suggesting that she's the target of a politically motivated campaign aimed at discrediting her as a Black woman in leadership. She's dismissed the allegations as baseless attacks, aimed more at her position than her performance. However, with formal investigations now underway, her statements have done little to assuage the concerns of Dolton's residents. Despite mounting controversies, Henyard recently announced that she will be running for re-election. Many were stunned by this decision, given the challenges facing her administration and the unresolved accusations surrounding her. Her primary opponent, Trustee Jason House, has gained support with a platform centered on transparency and accountability. House's campaign, called the Clean House Team, has struck a chord with Dolton residents who are eager to see a change in leadership. House has made his stance clear, promising to bring integrity back to Dolton's government and address the financial issues left by the current administration. For residents, this election represents more than just a political race. It's a chance to decide on the future direction of their town. As the election day draws near, Dolton's residents are faced with a critical decision. With Henyard's administration marred by allegations of financial mismanagement, public confrontations, and personal legal troubles, her future in office remains uncertain. For many, the election offers a path toward a fresh start, with the possibility of new leadership that could help restore the town's finances and address community needs. And that brings us to the end of today's story on Red Rumbles. What's your take? Should Henyard be granted another chance to lead Dolton? Or is it time for new leadership to address the ongoing controversies? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with this story and more political updates. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.